Yo, what is good, YouTuber? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be going through and ranking the best shooting guards in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM right now here on this tier list. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. So we'll start off with the first card on this list, which is Caris LeVert. We got 28, I believe, of the best shooting guards in MyTEAM on this list. We haven't really gotten any new shooting guards in the last couple weeks, which has been interesting. So it'll be interesting to see if 2K does give us like a shooting guard heavy drop soon, because I think the last no real guys who their main position is shooting guard have dropped here in the last couple weeks. So definitely interested to keep an eye on that and see what the plan is there. But with that being said, the first card on this list is Caris LeVert, who honestly is towards the bottom. Now, again, there's only 28 cards, and like most of them are good. So it is going to be kind of tough to put some of these guys in D tier. Caris LeVert's probably, to be totally honest, looking at this list, he's probably in the bottom 5. I think that means he has to go D tier. Do I think he is terrible? No. Do I think he is absolutely amazing? Honestly, also probably no at this point. I like the card, but I feel like D tier is probably as good as it gets for Caris LeVert, because he just doesn't have enough defense. He doesn't have tons of sigs. I like his jumper, I think, but like he's just not doing it. You know what I mean? He's not special. So I think he's got to go D tier. Pippen just doesn't have the shot creation. I think he's C tier at this point. Jumper's good. Defensively, he's solid, but again, the position's kind of loaded. I think Pippen's got to go in the C tier, and I think Paul George does as well. Doesn't quite have the shot creation ability. Paul George doesn't have a fade either. Pippen's got a good fade, but Paul George does not. In my personal opinion, don't love it, honestly. It's just my opinion, but I don't love the card personally. Brandon Roy. Still A tier, honestly. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm a little low on some of these cards. Maybe Pippen is B tier. I think we'll start with this for right now anyway. We'll see how we adjust, because Pippen does have better fade than Paul George. I think B Roy's A tier because his jumper's awesome. He's a great slasher. He's a great defender. And I know his sigs aren't awesome, but he does some off the dribble stuff that I think can be real. He's an interesting card, and he's not a bad card at all. I think he's super duper solid. In my opinion, I don't think this is a bad placement, to be totally honest. It's just just my opinion, but I think this is a pretty fair spot for him on this list. Vince is gonna go A tier. I don't love Vince because he's not a top tier shot creator. Again, that's just my personal opinion, but I don't personally love the card. I don't think he's bad by any means, but I also don't think he's like best of the best elite in my team either. He's certainly not a bad card though, and I do think he's got a lot of high level versatility, but he just doesn't shot create quite as well as some of the other scorers in this game, and I think his jumper can be a little inconsistent as well. I think Wiggins is a better Pippen. That's basically what he is. He's a very good card, but he is a tiny bit limited because he doesn't have a top tier fade, especially going right. Going left, his fade's not bad in my opinion, but I do think he's a little bit, I don't know, a little bit limited as a scorer is his biggest flaw, really. So in my opinion, I'm going to go, I think we're going to go B tier for Wiggins because of the lack of scoring. J Rich, C tier. He can score the ball pretty well, but he's not an elite level defender, and he doesn't have like god tier sigs at this point in the year, just solid ones. He's a good card though, for sure. There's no doubt about that. I don't know how insane he really is. DeMar DeRozan, D tier. Jumper's not there at this point in the year. It's just not there. I really don't think he's that good at this point in the year, to be totally honest. Again, that's not just my opinion, but I'm not the biggest fan of this card personally. Again, just my opinion, but I think DeMar's got to go D tier. Dr. J, still A tier, has the shot creation, has the sigs, same place as his Dark Matter will be as well. He is absolutely still deserving of A tier. I don't know if he's still S tier anymore, but he is still a very, very good card. That I have no doubt about. I think he's one of the best options in the game, in all honesty. And I think he's great. I think he's definitely A tier. Brandon Ingram, B tier. He's actually got a little bit off the dribble stuff. He's not a bad card at all. I think he's really, really good, actually. And I think he gives you a lot of viability at his position. He's definitely a very well-rounded card, very good all the way around. And I think we got to go B tier for B-Rod because he's got the size as well. Nick Young is a great scorer. Defensively, he's not a god, but he's not bad by any means. He's a really, really good card, and I do think he needs to be relatively high on this list. Just such a good scorer with such a good release really does make him a very high level card in my personal opinion. So big fan personally of what Nick Young can provide. Ron Artest, B tier, or sorry, A tier as well. He's got pretty good scoring. He's a really good shooter. I mean, he's a solid card. Like, he is a very, very solid card. And I think he does a lot of things well. I definitely think he's got a lot of viability. And I don't know. I definitely do not mind him at all as a card. I don't know. I don't really. It's a tough one again. I think Artest has to go A tier. KD, obviously S tier. Best shooting guard in the game. It's not even really debatable. Incredible score, insane sigs. He's just an absolute god. Like, that one's a no-brainer. Omri Caspi is going to go B tier for me, despite only being a pink diamond, because his jumper is amazing. He's also 6'9", which helps him out a lot defensively. I think he is just as good as a Brandon Ingram, or very, very close anyway. I think he's an awesome card. Ray Allen's one of the worst shooting guards in this list. He's going to go D tier. He just doesn't have the sigs or the size, really, to be a truly elite card at his position. Korver's C tier. In my opinion, I think Korver at C tier is the right spot for him. Great shooter, solid defender, doesn't do much else though besides those two things. Clay is S tier. I think he's awesome. I think his jumper's great. He's a good slasher. He's got a little bit of movement. He's got that Curry escape, obviously, which is really nice. He's a really good card. I think he's very, very slept on, honestly. And I think he deserves to be S tier. Kawhi is also S tier to me. I think he's better than Vince. I'm really very high on him. I think he's also absolutely elite. Incredible defender, has got good shot creation. Fade going right is really good. I like his sigs. He's not a bad card at all. Ricky Davis is a very nice scorer. I think he's a worse Nick Young though, because he isn't quite as good of a jumper. He's also just like Nick Young, not the most elite defensively. I think B tier. J-Dub is going to go C tier. Just not an incredible scorer, to be totally honest. He's not bad at all, but he doesn't have god tier sigs. I mean, his jumper's good. Darius Garland dribble stop. Besides that, is pretty limited when it comes to some of those animations. Carmelo Anthony. Yeah, Carmelo's probably S tier still, honestly. I think he is. His jumper's amazing. He's got decent sigs. I wish he had a better dribble style. I don't love Fox dribble style, but he's a really good card. Jerry Stackhouse is another B tier. Definitely does everything well. I don't think he jumps off the page. He was like anything incredibly insane at any specific thing, though. Just a super solid, well-rounded card. Jerry Stackhouse, or sorry, Robert Covington. I think he's going to go C tier to me, but he is absolutely incredible if you need a shooter who is an incredible defender. He is one of the best locks at the shooting guard position in the game, and he's got a great, very solid release. That's pretty much all he does is shoot and defend, but it is a valuable skill set. He's an awesome pink diamond. I still think I'm going to go C tier, though. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. George Gervin, I don't love his jump shot. My biggest criticism of the card is that the jumper's kind of weird. I think that holds him back. I think that's C tier as well. T-Max, obviously S tier. Best shooting guard in the game, not named KD. Awesome card, great release, great sigs, great everything. I mean, he's a stud. Dr. J, of course, like I said, just like his pink diamond, is A tier. They're the exact same card, really. They don't have significant differences at all. They're gonna play the same animations. I think A tier. And then Matt Barnes is gonna go C tier. Really good jump shot, a little bit of movement, solid defender, but not insane. I think he's probably C tier at this point. And then Grant Hill, I'm gonna go D tier. And I'm actually gonna flip these cards. Robert Covington, I think, is better than Omri Caspi. I really like Omri Caspi, and I think he's close to that BI level, but he's an inch shorter. He's not quite as complete. Jumper's awesome. Got a little bit of movement. He's really good, but I think I'm going to go high. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put them both in B tier. Why not? We're just going to do it like this. This is going to be the list. Let me know what y'all think of the list in the comment section down below. If there's anything you would change, feel free to let me know. I do think it's a really nice list, though, and I'd be interested to hear y'all's thoughts on my list. So with that being said, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.